So have the curtains come down once and for all on one of the most controversial figures in the world of Indian cricket, Lalit Modi, who you just saw there? Well, Modi is the man who brought the Indian Premier League to the country. He's been given a lifetime ban by the cricket board. This after the Supreme Court did allow the BCCI to go ahead with a meeting where Modi was expelled for committing acts of serious misconduct and indiscipline. Well, joining us to discuss this and also the larger issue of the cleanup of Indian cricket, Charu Sharma, the well-known cricket commentator, Kishore Bhimani, cricket writer and commentator, Pradeep Magazine, the senior sports journalist, and Rahul Mehra, the lawyer and sports activist. Rahul, let me come to you first because, in his defense, Lalit Modi says that the entire process against him was rigged, and he points, for example, to Arun Jaitley, and he says that the BCCI disciplinary committee, which actually looked at the allegations against him, was headed by Arun Jaitley, who was in fact a complainant to the BCCI on behalf of the Kochi franchise, and hence the dice was loaded against him.
Well, I don't want to get into the factual matrix of this particular case, but obviously Mr. Jaitley has a huge amount of he wants to protect everybody who's out there in the BCCI, and I actually feel sad that such a person with who's considered to have integrity actually is compromising with his principles, if there are, as far as the cricketing principles are concerned, by backing a person such as Srinivasan, simply because he's the next tipped incoming president and he needs Srinivasan and South Lobby's vote. So it's about you scratch my back, I scratch your back. And if N. Srinivasan, who's all pervasive and all powerful, could have two retired judges who are dancing to his tunes, why can't he have the entire board, which in any case is his own, which in any case is a closed and opaque body, which in any case is a dictatorial regime under the garb of a democracy, which is in any case has a conflict of interest right from Srinivasan down below to all the players who are also a part of the governing council, which in any case also is fully responsible for creating the legend of Modi and destroying it. So why single out one Arun Jaitley? Obviously Arun Jaitley is responsible. He was a part of the governing council and there is collective responsibility. But there are Rajiv Shuklas, there are Sunil Gavaskars and Ravi Shastris. What were these people doing? There are two things, Vishnu, out here. A, they are complicit in crime for which there is no evidence.
Yes.
Or B, they are highly inefficient, unprofessional lot because they were like ostriches having their heads either intentionally or they knew nothing better, and they allowed a person like Lalit Modi to completely go all over them. And I fail to believe, I mean, Justice Kardju says 90% of us are fools, but I think BCCI officials believe that almost all 100% of Indians are fools, because I don't buy this theory that there are these widespread riggings happening in TV rights. There are these siphoning funds happening by one person, and he's the only one who's doing all this.
Okay, all right, Rahul, let me interrupt you. I want to go to Kishore Bhimani. Rahul Mehra making a point.
There's just one thing. These honorary posts being thankless jobs they are sticking on to these thankless jobs because there is more to it.
Okay.
They have so much of money at stake.
All right.
And
among the many points that Rahul mentioned over there,
and
Rahul, as usual, I promise I will come back to you later on. We are not running away. But Mr. Bhimani, let me come to you next. One of the points that Rahul actually mentioned, he named Srinivasan. Lalit Modi has in the past opposed Srinivasan on being an owner and a BCCI administrator at the same time. And in his letter to the BCCI, in his defense, he says that this is one of the reasons why he has been singled out and why he's been thrown out. Is there any merit in this argument?
Well, Vishnu, it goes without saying there's a lot of merit in it. May I carry on from where Rahul left off? He said one or two very interesting things. If Lalit Modi committed sins of commission, a lot of the others, the prominent people, are responsible for sins of omission. How can all these things have been happening, to quote Rahul's phrase, with these people with their ostrich heads in the sand? Weren't they seeing what was happening? Weren't they stopping it then? Or were they benefiting from it?